Okay, so today's long run day. It's going to be my longest run in over a year, and probably my fastest longest run in over a year as well. I'm going to do a bit of a marathon session where it's going to give me, hopefully it's going to give me a good gauge of where my fitness is at right now, because oh man, fitness just plays mind games with you. It literally just does not hang around. You know, take a few weeks off running because it's been forced, I've had to, and you feel like you've gone back to square one. So there's 7 long runs left till Manchester, that's how I'm counting it, and 6 full weeks training. 7 long runs including today, and the meat of my long runs are really going to be in the next 4 or 5 weeks, because then I'm going to start tapering down. So I'm going to really need just to check where I am today. That's what the main aim of the session is, and we'll see. Hopefully I hit around 13-14 miles and put in a good overall average pace, where if I can get between 3:10, 3:15 average pace today for a marathon, and I still feel good at the end, that's a good confidence booster going forward. But one thing I have forgot to take with me today is gels and water. I'm usually alright, I don't need any water. I can run a half marathon with no gels or water, but I'll be going a little bit longer than that today, and I really do need to practice with the gels. I'll do that another time. Right now I've just got to get on with this long run, so I'll check in every 5k.
20 minutes later.
Okay, that's 5k done. 21:59. Let's call it 22 minutes. I'm just on a 1 kilometre recovery, and then kick it into the next 5k. Oh, hopefully this goes to plan, but you never know until you try.
Many minutes later.
So that's the second 5k done in 21:38. It's not meant to be progressive. I'm just on my second 1 kilometre recovery after that 5k. So my 1 kilometre recovery after the 5k, second recovery overall. Like I said, it's not meant to be progressive, so the next 5k will be a little bit more honest, around about 4:29 average kilometre pace, just under 7:15 per mile, hopefully, and then get another recovery under my belt. Going good so far. Total average pace up to now 4:28 kilometre pace, so not bad. Let's get another one done.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
That's the third 5k finished. I think it was just a little bit over 22 minutes, but getting a bit tired now. Can't be bothered doing the maths, so I'll put it up on screen what it was. I'm on this third recovery of the whole set, and then I will break out into the next set, which will either be 3 kilometres or 5. It just depends. I think I've got a blister under my left foot, but I'm not too minded about that. Just takes the focus off other things. Anyway, I will get this recovery done and then hit the next set.
Much later.
So that's the workout finished. I ended up calling it at half marathon. I rolled into the last set. I wasn't sure whether I was going to do the last set as a 5k or 3 kilometres, just depending on how I felt fitness wise. And my fitness, this is going to sound weird, it's like a kind of a cop out, I hear this all the time, but I really know what people mean. My fitness felt like it was there, like I wasn't tired, but my legs was just beat, like they were just beat. So I did 1 kilometre into the last set, then I had a kilometre recovery, and then I did another kilometre on, which wasn't even on, it was just more of a steady, just to push it, just to finish it off, just to get the half marathon under my belt today. 13.1 miles, 21.1 kilometres. So I'll put the splits up now what it was in kilometres and miles. But I'm happy with that. I know what people mean now when they say aerobically I felt fine, but like physically I didn't. And I kind of know where people are coming from with it. And I just put it down to just the lack of long runs and the lack of running what I've been doing. But I've got 6 more weeks now before Manchester Marathon to put in some good training, and I think in them 6 weeks I can do some good stuff, especially with the fitness that I have coming off the short layoff. What I did, the short 3-week layoff is nothing compared to the fitness what I had coming into that. So that's not all going to vanish, that's going to come back. So I'm quite happy with today. Good, nice long run, and now I can go and put my feet up and enjoy the Sunday. And I'll don't know, next video will be my next session on Tuesday, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone.
346 minutes later.
So looking back on today's long run, I'm happy with how it went. I said at the start of the video I wanted to do 13 to 14 miles, which I did. I said I wanted a good gauge of my fitness, which I got. I said I wanted a good overall average pace finishing time that would put me between 3:10 and 3:15 marathon pace, which I got. It was 4:33 per kilometre or 7:20 per mile, which would put me at a 3:12 marathon finish time, which isn't important because I did 4 recoveries in that session running 8-minute mile pace. But the good thing about looking back at something is you can see where you can improve where you had no clue before you set off. So I wasn't sure of my fitness. Looking back now, I probably could have took some of them recoveries out. I probably could have done a 10k block and a 5k block. I probably could have done a few things differently, but I didn't know until I tried. So I was happy that I got that, like I said, a good gauge of my fitness. My 5k blocks, what I planned to run before I set off was around 4:29 kilometre pace, which is just under 7:15 per mile pace, which would put me at a 22-minute 25-second 5k for them blocks. And I ran a bit quicker. I ran like the first one, like I said, 21:58, 21:46, then 22:16. So I'm happy with them, but it just gives me something to move forward with now. And they've put in a good first week back. I've not run, this has been my highest mileage week since the last week of June. The last week of June I ran 77 kilometres, and then I had the taper down week before the Winslow 10k. Then I had the Winslow 10k. Then I had the week after the Winslow 10k. Then I built back the week after that with around 64 kilometres, 40 miles. And then I had my vasectomy, which put me out for 3 weeks. So it's been a bit of a hit on me running. Like, I've literally had a low mileage week for the past 6 weeks. And the last 3 weeks have been nil, apart from this week. So it's understandable that my body felt physically tired at the end of that run, which I can work on now with the consistency going forward and the sessions that I'm putting in. I've done 3 decent sessions this week, 2 speed sessions and a long run, which will hopefully put me in good stead for my training, and my fitness will start coming back now. My marathon finishing time, I still haven't got a clue. Anywhere between 3 hours and 3:15 would be perfect. If I don't do sub 3 this time, that's not the be all and end all. I'll move on, I'll do some 10Ks and half marathons through the winter, and I'll get that marathon back again through the summer next year. I don't really need to be training marathon block after marathon block trying to chase it, because it's gonna come. And the way it comes is to build on with the slower stuff like I have done throughout this whole training, my 5k, my 10k. I just didn't get a chance to do my half marathon before this marathon because of the vasectomy. But it'll come. Of course it will. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing and all that stuff. It's a bit of a cliche thing because a lot of people say it, but it really does help the channel. My channel anyway. And I'll keep putting out more videos as long as I keep training, which I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So 7 weeks now, 6 full training weeks till Manchester, 7 weeks to go, baby.